All right, we are live and wait, and we are recording. All right, it is 7 p.m. so we can call the regular council meeting to order. Did we have any changes or additions to the agenda? I don't believe so. So I'll look for a mover of the agenda, please. Moved by Councillor Salatke. Seconded by Councillor Wood. Did I see your hand there? Yep, great. All in favor? Thank you. Declaration of conflict of interest or pecuniary interest? Seeing none. Delegations, presentations, or petitions. Monday we had the RCMP report and the presentation from Food Cycle Science Corporation. So yeah, if there are any further questions for them, of course, we do have contact information, and same with the RCMP report. Was there anything further this evening for those two items? None. All right, and on to public question period. We've not received anything this evening. So on to the adoption of the minutes. The minutes of July 12th and 14th, 2021 council meeting. There was just a wording error that I think we caught there from Deputy Mayor Barlick with the third and final reading in the 9.1, whatever that one was. So anything further then, or sorry, I'll get a mover. And then moved by Councillor Wood. Seconded by Deputy Mayor Barlick. Now, are there any further questions or comments on the item? None. All right, all in favor? Thank you. And on to 7.1, the action items list. Is there any discussion here? Seeing none. All right. And on to new business, appointment of the returning officer under 8.1. So again, there was some wording here, and Deputy Mayor Barlick, you were correct. We just need to add into the recommendation returning officer and registrar. And so recommendation is that Inuvik Town Council appoints Ms. Chidima Amobi as returning officer and registrar for the 2021 Municipal and Inuvik District Education Authority elections, and that 2 polling stations are hereby established at the Midnight Sun Rec Complex and Ingham Hall Friendship Center, and further that an advanced poll will be held at the Inuvik Centennial Library. May I have a mover, please? Moved by Councillor Salatke, and seconded by Councillor Marine. Thank you. Any discussion, questions on the item? Seeing none, all in favor? So moved. Thank you very much. Right. On to item 8.2, the closure of town facilities to facilitate all staff meetings. Recommendation is that Inuvik Town Council hereby approves of closing the Midnight Sun Complex, the Inuvik Centennial Library, and the town office on Friday, September 10th, 2021 from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. to facilitate an all-staff meeting. May I have a mover, please? Moved by Councillor Loreen, and a seconder, Councillor Salatke. Questions, discussion on the item? Seeing none, all in favor? Moved, thank you. And on to 8.3, the Brainat Road Reconstruction and Enhancement Project. Recommendation is that Inuvik Town Council hereby approves the contribution agreement under the Investing in Canada Infrastructure Program for funding in the amount of $1,882,282. May I have a mover, please? Moved by Deputy Mayor Barlick and seconded by Councillor Salatke. Any discussion on this item? Seeing none, thank you. All in favor? So moved. And on to 8.4, the Strategic priorities chart. The recommendation is that Inuvik Town Council hereby approves the revised strategic priorities chart as presented. May I have a mover, please? Moved by Councillor Loreen, seconded by Deputy Mayor Barlock. Any discussion on the item? Councillor Salaki, that's twice I've done that now.
You trying to promote me, thank you. The presentation that we had on Monday with the food recycling, they did have a deadline. Is there any chance that we can put that on there somewhere to be discussed by administration as to whether this is something we can look at in our budget?
On the strategic priorities chart?
We did have stuff on there with environmental, and I thought that would probably fall under there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can send it back to SEO Hood or whoever's in-house to see if we can get some more details. And if you guys have further questions then about the program and stuff, please send them to me and I'll make sure that it gets to the right person. But yeah, certainly it did sound like there was a little bit of time too for council to have some back and forth as well. So
okay,
definitely.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anything further on the item? Seeing none. All right, all in favor? Excellent, thank you, so moved. And on to the Community Beautification Contest judging. So this has a couple of parts to it. Well, let me pull it. Thank you to Stephanie Sutton for modifying the recommendation to include everything for this evening after the judging. So the recommendation is that Inuvik Town Council hereby ratifies the appointment of Deputy Mayor Barlock and Stryden Holt Griffin to the 2021 Community Beautification Contest Judging Committee. And further that Inuvik Town Council hereby announces the winners of the Town of Inuvik Community Beautification Contest as follows. The winner circle residential, Kelsey McDonald and Tim Gordon. First place residential, Katie and Yuri Raska. Second place residential, Ken and Loretta Dalton. Honorable mentions to Mary McRae and Beverly Garvin. And commercial first place to Alice Deans. May I have a mover of the motion, please? Moved by Councillor Salaki. Sorry, seconded by Deputy Mayor Barlock. Is there any questions or discussion on this item? Just woohoo, go team. All right, we'll call to a vote. All in favor? Thank you, so moved. And next up on to the Arctic Paws request for donation. Recommendation is that Inuvik Town Council hereby approves an in-kind donation to Arctic Paws for its fall veterinary clinic from September 3rd to 13th, 2021 to include the following. A donation of 4 dressing rooms at the Midnight Sun Complex, and B, a donation of tables and chairs as requested. May I have a mover, please? By Councillor Wood. Seconded by Councillor Loreen. I think I saw it there. Thank you. Any discussion on this item? Seeing none. All in favor? Thank you. And 8.7 was just a review. And I don't think there's any decision to be made other than I think the review just brought about the fact that we stand by the decision from previous. Was there any other discussion that needed to happen there? No, thank you. And on to 9.1, the bylaws. 9.1 is a tax reduction bylaw. Recommendation that Inuvik Town Council hereby gives third and final reading to bylaw 2672, tax 21, the 2021 tax reduction bylaw. May I have a mover, please? Councillor Wood, and seconded by Deputy Mayor Barlock. Questions or discussion on the item? None. All in favor? Thank you. So moved. And then we have the highway traffic bylaw. Recommendation is that Inuvik Town Council, oh, sorry. Yeah, no, that's right. That Inuvik Town Council hereby gives first reading to bylaw 2663 TR21, the highway traffic bylaw. May I have a mover, please? Moved by Deputy Mayor Barlock. And seconded by Councillor Lorraine. All right, so there were a couple of changes after the discussion on Monday. A new map did go out, as well as a new spreadsheet of the affected areas. Is there any further discussion after those changes? Deputy Mayor Barlock and then Councillor Wood.
I will defer to my elder Councillor Wood first.
Okay, Councillor Wood, please go ahead.
Thank you. The only thing I was going to suggest was I agree with Rick's recommendation to exclude Berger Street. It is too short and people backing up all the time there. I don't think anybody can get up to 30 kilometers an hour anyway. So I'd recommend taking that out.
Okay, thank you.
And I was going to basically say the same thing. I accept the rationale presented, and I'm fine to strike Burgess Street out of the list.
Okay, thank you. Hello, Mr. Pax. So I'm Councillor Salaki or Larry. Did you have anything to add? Are you in agreement to those changes? Yeah. Okay. All right. So then we will look, as just spoken to, we'll remove the Berger section from the additions that came in on Monday. So that will come out of the spreadsheet and the map, both. Any further discussion on the item? No. All right, we'll call first reading to a vote with the amendments. All in favor? So moved. And recommendation number 2, that Inuvik Town Council hereby gives second reading to bylaw 2663 TR21, the highway traffic bylaw. May I have a mover, please? Moved by Councillor Wood, seconded by Councillor Salotki. Again, are there any questions or comments? Seeing none. All right, all in favor? Thank you very much. So moved. On to our department head reports. Recommendation is that Inuvik Town Council hereby adopts the following department head reports as presented. 10.1, the Planning and Development Report. 10.2, the Economic Development and Tourism Report. 10.3, the Financial Report. 10.4, the Capital Projects Report. 10.5, the Public Services Report. 10.6, the Protective Services Report. And 10.7, the Community Services Report. May I have a mover, please? Moved by Councillor Salotki, seconded by Councillor Wood. Is there any discussion on the reports? Seeing none. All right, we'll call to a vote. All in favor? Thank you. Under information items, we had our Aurora Research Institute. Under council concerns, I did have a quick couple of announcements myself. First, I would like to take a moment to say thank you for your almost 15 years of service at the town of Inuvik to Bryce O'Connor, and we wish you all the best in retirement. Thank you. And lastly, I just wanted to say that I won't be running for mayor in the fall. I plan to run for a council seat, and it's been my pleasure serving with all of you for 3 years, and I look forward to working together to make Inuvik an awesome place. So thank you for that. Are there any other items under council concerns tonight? Councillor Wood.
Not a concern. I just want to thank you for the last 3 years. Oh. You've done a good job. So thanks.
Hear, hear.
All right, thank you. And we do not have in camera tonight, so we can move for adjournment. Deputy Mayor Barlock, thank you. And thank you, everyone. Have a great evening.
You as well. Take care.
Have a good night, everybody.
Take care, everybody.